and welcome to MHS-TV News. I'm Aiden Mulcahy.
And I'm Michael Tormo.
Our first story this month is on the upcoming Spirit Week. Here is Kyle Nolan with more.
Hi, this is Kyle from MHS-TV News. November is on its way, which means Spirit Week is near. I interviewed Student Council Advisor Mr. Tanetta, Senior Advisor Mr. D, and Class President Kean Murphy to find out more.
Spirit Week, it's about creating some camaraderie and a healthy competition before the pep rally leading into the Thanksgiving holiday.
So student government puts a lot of planning and effort into Spirit Week to make sure that it's the best for all the students. We organize different fundraisers and all the events that go into Spirit Week.
We do Spirit Spike, which is a volleyball game. It's fun between the different classes and even teachers. We do Powder Puff game, which is organized with a large amount of female athletes playing football right out on Fred Green. We've in the past and maybe in the future doing a dance the Tuesday night of Spirit Week. And then on Wednesday it ends with the pep rally.
So this year we actually asked our class to vote on what they wanted to do for themes.
We sent out a few different polls asking which themes they would want to participate in and which themes they wanted to see the whole school having fun with. So we eventually narrowed it down to Disney Pixar.
The seniors are Toy Story, the juniors are The Good Dinosaur, the sophomores are Monsters Inc., and the freshmen are Finding Nemo.
It's always more fun if everyone's participating, especially in the pep rally. It's awesome to see a lot of different kids getting involved in the different challenges.
Previous year themes that I thought were really good was when we were freshman year we had movie franchises, and the freshmen got Jurassic Park, which is my personal favorite movie, so that was a lot of fun to work with.
They did seasons once, and the hallway decorating came out unbelievable with the different seasons.
My favorite part, probably the pep rally, because obviously you find out the winner, but also it's just really fun to see like everyone from the school coming together for one really fun event.
It's definitely not rigged for the seniors. I'm a super competitive person and I wouldn't participate in all of this if it was rigged. Traditionally what happens is seniors have the highest level of participation, whether it be shirts or attending the dances, winning Powder Puff, winning Spirit Spike. They usually get a lot more points.
Seniors, they have a lot of advantages by picking the best theme, having students been involved for a long time. Sometimes seniors are a little bit better at throwing turkeys and things like that.
So the Spirit Fridays this year, this upcoming Thursday is Throwback Thursday, then USA Day, then Vine Day, so vines are memes. Then after that is Hawaiian Day. The next week is the week of Spirit Week, so it's the 3-day week before Thanksgiving. The first day is Dress as Your Theme Day, then it's Wear Your Class Shirt Day, and then the last day is Melrose Day, so wear red and white.
With a strong set of themes this year, the seniors are hoping to continue the trend and take home the win this year. From MHS-TV News, I'm Kyle Nolan. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Kyle. As we enter November, the midterm election is upon us. Here is Alex Gillis with more information.
This is Alex Gillis reporting for MHS-TV News. There is an election on November 6th here in Melrose. With the upcoming election, there are a lot of voter-related things going on at MHS, including a mock election presented by the AP government classes, and students having the first opportunity to vote. First, let's take a look at what's on the ballot.
Our first race is our gubernatorial race, which is between Republican Governor Charlie Baker and Democratic challenger Jay Gonzalez. Our second race, which is the United States Senate race, is between Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren and Republican challenger Jeff Deal, as well as independent challenger Shiva Ayyadurai. The candidates for Attorney General are our current Democratic Attorney General Maura Healey and Republican challenger James McMahon. The candidates for the 5th Congressional District is Democratic Representative Catherine Clark and Republican challenger John Hugo. The candidates for the 5th Middlesex State Senate seat are Democratic State Senator Jason Lewis and Republican challenger Aaron Kavalabachi. And now on to the ballot questions. Question 1. This proposed law would limit how many patients could be assigned to each registered nurse in Massachusetts hospitals and certain other healthcare facilities. A yes vote would limit the number of patients that could be assigned to one registered nurse in hospitals and certain other healthcare facilities. A no vote would make no change in current laws relative to patient-to-nurse limits. Question 2. This proposed law would create a Citizens Commission to consider and recommend potential amendments to the United States Constitution to establish that corporations do not have the same constitutional rights as human beings and that campaign contributions and expenditures may be regulated. A yes vote would create a citizens' commission to advance an amendment to the United States Constitution to limit the influence of money in elections and establish that corporations do not have the same rights as human beings. A no vote would not create this commission. Question 3. This law adds gender identity to the list of prohibited grounds for discrimination in places of public accommodation, resort, or amusement. Such grounds also include race, color, religious creed, national origin, sex, disability, and ancestry. A yes vote would keep in place the current law, which prohibits discrimination on a basis of gender identity in places of public accommodation. A no vote would repeal this provision of the public accommodation law.
Students are having a mock election here at MHS. I spoke to AP Gov teacher Mr. Daly to find out more.
This is the third annual mock election. The mock election is a civic engagement assignment that's part of the AP United States Government and Politics course here at Melrose High School. The assignment provides an opportunity for students to educate other students about the different races that are happening in the 2018 midterm elections, as well as the whole entire school has an opportunity to practice their civic responsibility of voting.
We're the logistics group.
Our group is the social media group.
We are the surveys, or data and polling.
We're the pamphlet booth.
Our group is ballot initiative.
And pretty much on the day of, this is our big job. We supply the candy, so if you vote, you get candy after. We give you stickers, we set up the tables, we have folders. So on the day of, we're probably the biggest group to help, so it runs smoothly.
Really gets the word out there, especially since the social media is very prominent within our school community. Everybody is becoming more aware of what's happening and learning about the candidates, which is really important to mock election.
Our group's job is to send out a survey to the Melrose High School community, staff, students, everyone, just to get data and to get polling numbers.
Our group's job is to design the ballot for the mock election this year and come up with a school-wide ballot initiative, which we decided would be to let seniors go outside for lunch if the vote was yes.
The last few years, we've had roughly about 60% voter turnout, which is similar to the election turnouts that you would see in the general election. And this time, there's an expected 45 to 50% voter turnout, so we're hoping to get roughly around that, if not more.
Someone to participate in the mock election so that they can have their voice heard and so that they can become engaged in politics and participate in the democratic process.
Vote, be heard.
From Melrose High School TV News, this is Alex Gillis reporting. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. This year, the senior paper has been replaced with the senior capstone. Here's Stephen Getzik with more.
Hello, MHS. I'm Stephen Getzik reporting from MHS-TV. As many of you seniors know, we made the switch from the senior paper to the capstone. One of the reasons why we made the switch is because with the senior paper, we are repeating the curriculum. With the capstone, you can do more with the community, and it's more hands-on.
So our pilot this year for the Capstone Senior Project is for honors and CP classes. At this stage, we are not involving our students in AP English and AP Literature. At the end of the year, we are going to do some surveys and talk to students and see about changes we might make for next year. But at this point, it's for honors and CP students.
The Capstone is a presentation where students will have to share their topic and showcase their information in front of an audience of teachers and possible mentors along with their peers.
And I'm going to be talking to local veterans, trying to shoot for talking to just like Army Rangers and stuff.
Me and my classmate Josh Nemeth are planning on doing a after-school soccer program with some of the middle schoolers.
Probably something basketball related.
For my senior capstone, I am documenting the process of a student here at Melrose High.
I'd say I like the capstone, yeah. Beats writing 10 pages.
I think the senior paper would be a lot easier, and the capstone is just too lengthy.
So I think the capstone is a great alternative to the essay. I know a lot of kids that get stressed out, myself included, when it comes to writing big essays for big assignments, a lot of points. So I think it's good that there's an alternate option this year.
I personally think that I would prefer the capstone over the senior paper because I'm really into hands-on work, and I think that it works better for me as a person.
We are planning on doing this in the future. We are working towards individualizing each product and a more project-based learning style in the school.
That's it for me. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Stephen. Up next, our own Aiden Mulcahy with a story about Melrose High School's second Community Day.
Hello, this is Aiden Mulcahy reporting for Melrose High TV News. I had the absolute privilege of covering the second Community Day here at MHS, a clear example of experimentation rarely seen during the school year. On October 12th, students from across all grade levels participated in a wide range of teacher-led workshops. I spoke with the principal, Mr. Merrill, as well as other faculty and students on their activities and experiences during this exciting day.
On some of the things that went well last year, where this was our second go-around, and some of the things we could improve on and try a little differently. So from the scheduling aspect and other things that we're going to do outside of the choice workshops. And on the day, I just tried to get around as much as I possibly could to the choice workshops, and then during the book study portion from the summer, during those discussions for some students that weren't taking part in those discussions, we had about 150 students that we worked on. They gave us some feedback.
So I ran a little workshop on student travel in Europe. Last year I did a make your own pizza activity. It was a workshop and it involved basically that, stretching the dough, making the pizza, cooking it, and eating it. That was just a simple issue of cost. It cost me close to $300 to run the pizza shop activity, and it cost me nothing to do the other than my time and a little bit extra research.
I think they've been two great days. Just kind of take a break from what we're doing. Last year it definitely came at a time mid-year exams, really needed a break, but they both come at a time to kind of stop what we're doing and let's focus on learning for the love of learning.
I think it's great to be able to get together with students and not have to, we have to learn something today. I've got to, you need to give me this product. I need a 2-column notes, what have you. It's nothing like that. It's just, hey, we're going to connect as people, have some fun. It's great.
I also interviewed students about their experiences on Community Day. Hopefully, their feedback will make this day as best as it can be.
Made my first, second, third, and fourth choice flourishing in college with Mr. Finicos.
I did the Anthony Bourdain video, and I also did the obscure history of Massachusetts with Mr. Scudder.
I did the one where you learn about how to be vegan.
I didn't really feel like skipping out. I mean, what else are you going to do, you know what I mean? And it's something different, so change of pace isn't bad.
I was excited. I kind of wanted to learn about things like history. I like history a lot, and I also like Anthony Bourdain's videos, especially since I heard he just died. I thought, let's watch a video in class.
It was kind of just a nice day, just have a break from class and just kind of get to explore different things outside of academics.
Do it on an early release day, so we're not kind of beating a dead horse by the end of our workshops.
A lot of talking in the middle. I feel like if we had the 2 workshops and then one quick kind of summary where we kind of talk to people, I just think it's a little long, overdrawn. If it was half day, I think it would work.
I guess just don't talk about the summer reading books because I know a lot of kids didn't actually read their books, so I think it was just a waste of time.
From Melrose High TV News, this is Aiden Mulcahy. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Aiden. Once again this year, Melrose High School hosted a PSAT day for all sophomores. Here's Colin Murphy with more about the day.
Hi, I'm Colin Murphy, reporting for MHS-TV News. PSAT Day has come and gone for our students here at MHS, and I'd like to see what they thought about it. I interviewed some students and Ms. Lagrasso, the head of the guidance department, to get their thoughts.
I think it's a good benchmark for colleges to see a number that relates to your intelligence and your ability to complete work.
I think the purpose is just practice for the SAT so you do better on it to get into college.
Just to get into colleges, but it's annoying because they shouldn't base what college you get into based on your grades.
It gives us a better look on what the SAT is going to look like.
Being able to see the questions that I will have to do on the SAT gives me confidence that I have a better chance at getting a higher grade on the SAT.
So there seem to be some mixed opinions among the student body here at MHS about why exactly we take the PSAT. Hopefully interviewing Ms. Lagrasso will clear up some of these questions and confusion.
So the SAT is important for a couple of reasons. We have students in the 10th and 11th grade take the PSAT exam. For 11th graders, it is the qualifying exam for the National Merit Scholarship. So for students who do extremely well on the PSAT exam, there's potential that they could receive scholarships. For 10th and 11th graders, it's essentially known as a practice exam. It gives a student an opportunity to get some exposure to what the actual SAT exam might be like, and the scores will also give them an indication of what they might score on the SAT exam. So some important reasons why you might want to take it and why it will prepare you for the SAT is that basically by practicing you're increasing your familiarity with the structure of the exam, the timing of the exam, and the content of the exam. So if you do that once or twice, you're going to have a better understanding of what to expect when you get to the SAT. Also, in terms of the score report, you will be able to see where your performance was lacking, what areas were strong, which areas were weak, and this can help you prepare for the SAT by focusing where you might want to study before you take the actual SAT. By changing our schedule a bit and allowing juniors to leave after the exam and seniors to not be in the building for the day, it allows us to manage the space a bit better here and have more access to proctors for the exam. Changing it to an all-day event kind of gives us more flexibility surrounding how we administer that exam during a school day.
For Melrose High TV, I'm Colin Murphy. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Colin. For this month's Artist Spotlight, Miss Membrino nominated junior Brooke Borstel for her photography. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Brooke Borstel. I'm a junior and I'm in photo 2. When I was in 5th grade, I saw people taking pictures at my uncle's wedding and it kind of inspired me to start taking pictures too. My favorite medium is film photography because I like developing my own pictures and going in the darkroom. I prefer to use film over digital because it's more hands-on. So first I would check out my surroundings and see what lines with the project and the examples that we got, and then I would usually try to involve people in my pictures. Once I finished my roll, I would roll it into a canister and then develop it with chemicals, and then once I had my film developed, I cut it and make a contact sheet so I can see all my pictures printed out and then which ones I like best. So I have this picture. It was taken in Beacon Hill in Boston, and it's the the escape routes of the apartment building in case of a fire. And this picture actually won a silver key in the Boston Scholastic Art and Writing Contest. And then I also have this picture, and it was just of a store at the Prudential Center, and it's mannequins, but the glass reflects the John Hancock and a parking garage. Then I lastly have this picture of my friend for portraits, and I was just in my backyard and it was really sunny out, so I told her to hold her hand up so you could get a shadow to help contrast the picture.
Thanks to Nick Hoffman for putting together that excellent profile. That's it for this month. For Melrose High TV News, I'm Aiden Mulcahy.
And I'm Mike Tormo. You have a great month, MHS.